Do you know where I'm at? Do you recognize this building? It was erected by Herod, same one who built the Second Temple, same one who built Masada Fortress. So inside here, well, on the bottom of the structure, you have a cave system, tombs. It's a double tomb. And Adam and Eve are buried here. Abraham and Sarah are buried here. Isaac and Rebecca are buried here. The head of Esau, you have Esau, is buried here. Jacob and Leah are buried here. Rachel is buried in Bethlehem on the way out of Jerusalem, or the way into Jerusalem. So this side is only for Jews. And on the other side, if you go around, there's an entrance for Christians and Muslims where they wouldn't let me in. I was stopped by 4 armed guards. They asked me for ID. They never asked me for ID, almost never. They asked me for ID, stopped me, asked me if I'm Jewish. They wouldn't let me pass. And apparently they don't they don't allow Muslims or Christians to come in on this side. But I heard them over talking. They were saying Christians, they don't really stop. But Muslims are not allowed on this side. Muslims have to go to the other side. And Jews are not allowed on the other side. Only Christians and Arabs. Which is weird, you know. There's also, according to Jewish tradition, the entrance to the Garden of Eden down there in that cave system. It's a double cave. I was reading on the sign in like the 60s or something. They sent down a little girl, 12-year-old girl. Maybe she was the only one that fit down. I don't know. But she confirmed the double cave system. You know, it's a double cave. That's why it's called Ma'arat HaMachpelah. It's a double cave. Why is Esau's head buried here? Esau's head. First of all, it's deep. It signifies that his head is righteous. It's buried with the patriarchs or whatever, you know. But he wanted to stop the sons of Jacob from burying Jacob here. So he told them, I'm the firstborn. And they said, well, you sold your firstbornship. You sold it to Jacob. They sent Dan, they sent down Naphtali, who's like a deer, very swift and fast. They sent him down to Egypt to go get the bill of sale. Meanwhile, the son of Dan, Hushem, grandson of Jacob, who was hard of hearing, deaf, he's like, you know, until when is the father of my grandfather going to be laying here in disgrace? We got to bury him. He took a sword, he chopped off Esau's head. Apparently it rolled into the tomb also, so the head of Esau's also here. We're in Hebron, famous for many things. It's one of the 4 holy cities. You have Tzfas, which is air, Jerusalem, which is fire, Tiberias, which is water, and then you have Hebron, which is earth. It's very earthy here. It's not water, it's not air, it's not fire, it's earth. Heavy security here. There's been a massacre here where they came in and killed all the Jews and in the yeshiva and the settlement, and this was in 39. I believe there was a second one maybe before that, or I don't know, before or after, but it's kind of a high tension place. It took me about an hour to get it from Jerusalem Central Station by bus, and that's it. Yeah, any one of you who want to come, whether you're already in Israel, whether you've never been to Israel, whether you've been here many times, but if you want a travel companion, hit me up. I'll definitely meet you where you are, at the airport, at your hotel, at your apartment, help you navigate, show you around, tell you what I know. L'chaim, cheers. I went up to some American dude who looked like he had fancy shoes and a fancy suit. He was with his wife and kids. So, can you buy me a beer? He's like, no, I'll buy you food. He's like, no, I want a beer. He's like, all right, take a drink. I'm like, I want a beer. He's like, all right, I'll buy you a beer. L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol nהיה b'dvaro. You can see the mosque up there, you know, and there. The neighborhoods are split between the Jewish neighborhood here and the Muslim neighborhood. You have a security fence, military patrol, the border patrol from the police unit, you know. Yeah.